You know what? You know what? Doesn't matter. Let's move on. Doesn't matter. Okay, at least the audio is working. Uh, sure? Yeah, I want to see a recap. I played the first one and the director's cut too.
In 1995, my grandfather died in Conwell Springs, my hometown. I returned for the funeral after being away since childhood. In 1995, my grandfather died. I learned that my grandpa had been investigating strange occurrences surrounding a mysterious presence in the forest. However, something happened to him in the woods, putting him in a vegetative state for over a decade. I learned that my grandpa had...
Oh, okay.
To solve this mystery, I teamed up with Eileen.
Ooh.
To solve this mystery, I teamed up with Eileen Summers, my college roommate. A Christian nerd and a biker badass. It was a match made in heaven. A local church turned out to harbor a secret cult worshiping the malevolence in the woods, referring to it as the Old God. An endangered hallucinogenic flower, the red scythe, was somehow connected to the Old God's power.
It's very loud. I'm sorry. I cannot access the options until I'm done.
As
I'm
we
done with
came
this
closer
part.
to the truth, a servant of the Old God made himself known in dreams and visions, the Crimson One, a scheming trickster. Things came to a head when the priest of the corrupt church abducted Eileen, intending to offer her to the Old God. I managed to track them down and have Isaac thrown in jail, but Eileen was in a catatonic state and was about to suffer the same fate as my grandfather. I continued alone and found my way into a great field of red scythes in the depths of the forest. Greeted by the Crimson One, I descended into the Old God's bizarre realm, a place straddling the line between the physical and the otherworldly. The powers of that place tried to break me. My past trauma was manifested and turned against me, including my shadow, an evil doppelganger. I defeated these foes and emerged back into the real world. As I left
Oh no. I don't like the fact that every time when I tap out the thing, it just mute all the audio. Let me search for the keyboard shortcuts for a second. No?
I defeated these foes and emerged back into the real world. As I left Conwell Woods, I set the flowers ablaze to eradicate the evil at its root. In my absence, Isaac Price took the coward's way out in his jail cell. When I returned, Eileen had awoken. She was safe. It was time for us both to go back home.
Okay, let's start. Yeah, I know.
We're closed. For fuck's sake.
Hey, kid.
Oh, Lucas.
Gee, what happened to you? Looks like somebody's been through the ringer.
You should mind your own business, old man, before I bring up your ex-wife.
Hey now, I'm just looking out for a former student of mine. And you're always my business.
Oh, I bet I am. That's the only way a has-been like you could ever stay relevant.
Ha! Yeah, that must be it. Now, you can invite me in and just let me stand here like an asshole.
Fine, come in then. You want some coffee?
I just want to say that the pixel art of the environment is really good. It's quite an upgrade.
Yeah, I got enough, old sis, thank you very much. That brew you make is rancid.
Oh, I did that on purpose. I wanted to do detective work, not dumb chores like some airbrained secretary.
Feigning incompetence, huh? Clever move.
Yeah, okay. It's not surprising that most people don't know all this game because these are really very niche games nowadays, point and click games, unless you're German, because Germans like point and click games. But yeah, the first one is really good. So now I'm playing the second one.
I guess so. I just wish that shrewdness of mine could make me some money.
There's my segue. Did you hear the news on the soothsayer?
I never took you for a sucker, Lucas. This is Cassidy. There's no way that reward is legit.
You're wrong. Mayor Adams is different. He's the real deal.
And you know this how exactly?
Well, because it just so happens that I was hired to find dirt on the guy. I got nada. Zip. He's a total Boy Scout.
Whatever. We're still talking about a serial killer. Do I look suicidal to you?
Kinda. You passed out at noon, stinking of booze, and that eviction notice hanging over your head isn't doing you any favors.
That's none of your concern. I'm handling it. I just need a goddamn case. A normal case. Free of homicidal maniacs.
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Things are looking kinda dry on that front, you dig?
Oh, God. Please don't try to sound hip, Lucas. Your Dick Tracy imitation is cringeworthy enough.
I suppose you could always pawn off that bike of yours. Buy you another month or two.
Tell him, Mildred. Lose the Catmobile? I'd rather chop off my left tit.
I may be a has-been, but I'm fairly sure that self-mutilation won't do you much good. A couple $100K, on the other hand.
I love money just as much as the next girl, but, I mean, this isn't just a long shot. It's about as likely as Mildred turning vegan and taking up juggling.
I love money just as much as next girl, but I mean, this is.
Come on, one more case, for old time's sake. 50-50 split. How could anyone beat my rugged charm and your youthful vigor?
Lucas, we both know you're about as charming as a clown at a funeral. And the last time I saw my vigor was 3 tequila bottles ago.
All right. I know what I'm beating. I'll drop it.
Look, thanks for the tip. I might actually take a shot at that bounty, but you need to accept that we're not a team anymore. We had a good run, but I have my own thing going. Look, see? My name is on the frosted glass and everything.
I can respect that. You're not allergic to a little quid pro quo from time to time, though, are you?
Now, that I can do. That's how the world works anyway. It's all just an endless circle jerk of quid pro fucking quo.
I don't quite see things that way, but my door is always open if you'd like to discuss the case.
Sure. May the best woman win.
You telling me I'd look good in a dress? Later, kid.
Bye, Lucas. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. I should have information on the soothsayer somewhere in this room.
Okay. Option. The music is a little bit too loud. The speech volume is not. Oh, because I changed it before I came. Save. Okay, good. Is there a way for me to highlight things? Kathy Wayne to shortcuts. Is there any keyboard shortcuts? Because I want to highlight the interactable items. Is there any? I mean, the game does say about keyboard just now. This is annoying. Options? Options? It doesn't have options. Okay. Okay, maybe there's no highlighting.
My biggest fan, as depressing as that is.
I'm a fan of yours.
Various reference books and technical manuals. The city we're in, unfortunately. Thanks for the headache, you Mexican jerk. Yeah. Maybe there's something about the killings in these papers. All right. I found a few interesting articles about the most recent murder. Thankfully, I don't need to make any calls right now. Every time I pick that thing up, I pray there's still a dial tone. The Yellow Pages. Huh.
If I hold spacebar, okay. Let me try. Oh, thank you. How did you go and search it for me? Thank you. Thanks a lot. I truly appreciate
When
that.
there's new messages, it blinks. It's high-tech like that. Just outdated casework.
Thanks a lot,
Can't bring
man.
myself to take them down.
Thank you.
My private investigator's license issued last year. I was worried how Lucas would react, so I applied for it behind his back. I couldn't have been more wrong, though. That old fart has been nothing but supportive since then.
Laminator.
It's a plastic laminator, a machine used to encase paper and other thin objects in transparent plastic. I mainly use it for fake IDs.
Okay.
That cranky drawer is stuck good. I know Eileen had some magic trick to get it open. Too bad she's not around. I should grab this in case I need to snap some shots.
Bulletin board. What did you say about the
Just
bulletin?
outdated.
Okay.
An article in the Chicago Tribune about the Whitmore. I've been meaning to get it framed, but I've been too busy with important things. You know, like drinking alone.
Oh, I understand that.
What bills? Never saw those. Nope, no siree. Mildred's abode. My radio, with a built-in cassette player. I prefer the quiet right now. Who's the best fluff ball? Couldn't agree more. Nothing out there but a brick wall and a bucket load of misery. I should read through the...
Yeah, bro. Soothsayers targets best-selling author Cassidy serial killer. Cassidy's serial killer hits high-profile victim. At age 49, the one and only Deborah Sinclair was tragically taken from us. She was stabbed to death on May 8th in her iconic cabin. The chilling signature mirror left on the scene made it clear that she had become yet another soothsayer victim. Okay. Wait. Give me a second. Give me a second. Why can't I? Oh, I can. It's just very slow. I need to click and hold of it. Oh. Oh. We're told by sources in the Cassidy Police Department that there was no sign of break-in and no items of value were stolen. The cause of death came as no surprise: acute blood loss caused by sharp force trauma. The circumstances surrounding this crime are strikingly similar to the original casualty of the soothsayer, Rose Taylor. Also, a middle-aged woman stabbed to death in her home. Oh, I've seen this place. This is from the first game. This makes 5 victims in 3 months, and the lack of results on the case is starting to anger the citizens of Cassidy. Mayor Adams gave the following statement on May 11. I'll be the first to admit that I hope to see the swifter progress concerning these killings. We plan to evaluate more radical measures in coming weeks. Okay. The mural. Final Cassidy, okay. Sinclair with a signature Yao Bunti. We are devastated to report that the fifth victim of the Soothsayer was none other than acclaimed author David Sinclair, one of the most recognized figures of Cassidy. Loyal readers of Sinclair may realize that previous victim Jane Doe was slain on the publication anniversary of Stormchase as well, the Sinclair's classic novels. A simple coincidence, or do these murders have a deeper connection to the author? The murder occurred in Sinclair's famous writer's retreat near the border of National Park. The National Park Service (NPS) was first on the site and is currently in control of the crime scene. As the NPS lacks the necessary training and resources to conduct murder investigations, we should expect that the crime scene will soon be handed over to the Soothsayer Task Force at the KPD. For now, the body has been transported to a city morgue awaiting clearance for a pathological examination. Chief Ranger Solomon Walker had the following comment: "We are still establishing all of the facts surrounding this crime. Please be patient. We all want to do right by Deborah." Deborah Sinclair was a longtime friend of Gazette and led a prolific life with more than 30 novels published during her lifetime. On this sad day, we mourn the loss of culture icon, and we pray that her death will be the last at the hands of the vile Soothsayer.
Alright, I think that's everything I've got on Deborah in here. When I'm ready to leave, I should be able to learn more about the other victims at the library.
Ooh, what happened? Okay. My monitor just blink.
Deborah Sinclair, celebrity author and one of the most famous Cassidy residents. She was recently stabbed to death by the Soothsayer. Maybe I can find out where that cabin of hers is located. Someone has to know where it is. I should be able to learn more.
Okay, we should go to the library, I guess. What is this again? Is this just the same room? Okay. Yeah, okay, it's just the same rooms. I'm sorry about that. Let's go to the library. Oh, now it shows. Okay, okay.
No thanks. Ballet is not my kind of scene. Nah, I got one at home.
I'm gonna map my keyboard. Kathy Rain, give me a second. Okay, good.
Nah. That an actual avocado tree? Sure looks the part. A plaque with some prominent donors. Interestingly, Deborah Sinclair is listed here.
Nice. Map. Can I get a map?
Apparently, if there's a fire, I'm supposed to run through those gigantic double doors 10 feet away. Phew, I'm saved. My Michiru instant camera.
Can I?
So apparently...
No, okay, no, I can't.
Ugh, plenty of bad memories from this place. Being forced here for school was the worst. The old librarian lady was the meanest hag you could imagine, and she had it out for me from the start. A workstation for the librarian. If I need to search for books, I could use the computer down the hall. Hi, I need some help, please.
Of course. How can I be of assistance?
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
One more thing.
Yes?
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Quite a bit. Do you have a more specific line of inquiry?
Where is she?
What do you know about the murder?
Nothing,
I
probably.
believe she was killed at her writer's retreat.
Oh, she
Stabbed
knows
to
something.
death. The police say the MO was similar to the other victims, with the shattered mirror and all that.
Where's this writer's retreat located exactly?
There's an area called Bear Creek, just on the border of the national park. Sinclair owned a small cabin there.
All right, got it. That's a decent drive, so I think I'll head out there tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice.
What do you know?
I believe she was killed.
Same thing, okay.
What kind of books did Deborah write?
Thanks, LMK.
She
Thanks for
dabbled
coming
in
by. Thanks for
many
the
different
support.
genres over the years, but her main bulk of
See you
work
next
could
time. Have a good
probably be
night, too.
defined as horror, mystery, or a combination of the two. Afflicted, Dead Ends Meet, and the Jenny Payne trilogy are some of her most well-known titles.
Huh, okay. Was she working on a new book when she died?
I believe so, yes. But I don't have any details to share.
What kind of...
She dabbled. Afflicted.
Huh, okay.
I believe so.
Was Deborah a pop...
Oh, yes. Even before her death. Afterwards, her popularity has reached astronomical levels.
I can imagine. Borrowing one of her books now is out of the question, right?
Correct. 6 months wait minimum.
Yeah, I figured. What do you know about Deborah's private life?
She had quite an interesting life. Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right. Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully. Perhaps in some part due to her roots, Deborah's books have often contained subject matter inspired by Native American religion. She was childless and unmarried when she passed away. Rumors say she was gay, but God knows tabloids are quick to jump to conclusions. I don't think she ever clarified that matter to the public. If you are curious to learn more, I would highly recommend her acclaimed autobiography, Unbound.
Oh, I might check that out. Thanks for the information. What do you know?
She had quite Deborah's birth, perhaps in she was child. If you are curious,
Oh, I might check. Thanks.
very well. Good.
Let's move.
You can rent one of those if you lack
Oh, this is just like the delivery boxes.
a bunch of magazines. Mostly celebrity gossip, it looks like.
Can I disturb them? I don't want to do that, to be honest.
If I need a book,
Yeah, you're right.
some local hero from the Civil War, I think? Well, either that or Beethoven. that guy gets around. Some
Oh, wait. Did she write down the thing about? No. Do I need to manually type it down? Give me a second. Okay, give me a second. I need to pee, I need to replenish my drink, and I need to get a scratch pad. Be right back.
Gotta go. Hey, guy, you're the first serious gamer I've seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow!
Oh, what's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis. Hey, look at these radical colors, huh?
Wow, Sonic's fast, too.
No, over here.
I like Genesis, and it costs a lot less.
Wait, kid, that game
I'll
there.
take Sonic and Genesis.
I knew that.
Sonic the Hedgehog. More action, more speed. Sega Genesis. It's a whole lot more for less.
Machine has appeared in homes across America.
Double and redouble his powers. 32.
6 times more powerful than 3DO.
All right, baby.
40 times more than Super NES.
Hey, yo, there is no 32-bit Super NES. Are we gonna see the games or what? Show me!
Increase the power of the unit 40 times.
Thank you.
Brace yourself. It's Super Game Boy from Nintendo. Play your Game Boy games on the Super NES in living color. Even choose your own color combinations. Play all 350 Game Boy games. How does that strike you? Super Game Boy for the Super NES. Game Boy games in color, intense. Come now.
Here it is! Mortal Kombat 2! More characters! 3 times more images! More secret moves! More battlegrounds! More hidden surprises! And it's the first video game to feature our crystal clear DCS sound. These are the 12 combatants. Each possesses an array of special strengths. Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Johnny Cage.
Okay, I'm back with a lot of things. Cheese balls, energy drinks, scratch pad. Let's resume and move on. I need to make sure that I don't actually use this on my drawing tablet.
One more.
Yes?
I'm looking.
Ah. Quite a few people have taken an interest in that case lately.
That's so. Well, I'm not scared of a little competition. So, you got anything for me?
Yes. I would direct you to the
Oh,
microfilm viewer.
I thought you
at the
wouldn't
end of
know
the
anything
hall.
about it.
We have full scans of all of the major newspapers dating all the way back to the 50s.
Perfect. I should be able to browse those for some articles about the murders.
Nice.
Indeed. If I may ask, what is your own interest in the case?
You probably heard there's a reward, right? I'm a PI, and money is tight, so...
I see. I suppose we each have our own ways to make a living.
Can I...
Sure.
Was Deborah a popular author?
Oh, yes.
I can imagine.
Correct.
Yeah. What kind of books?
She dabbled in many different genres over the years, but her main bulk of work could probably be defined as Afflicted, Dead
The Ends Meet Jenny Payne,
and the Jenny Payne trilogy are some of her most well-known titles.
Huh, okay. Was she working on a new book when she died?
I believe so, yes. But I don't have any details to share.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. If that's how I'm supposed to play the game, then I'll just keep the subtitles on screen until I click on the mouse so that I can write down things. There you go, Afflicted. Deborah Sinclair. December 2nd, 1991. Fiona Thunderheart, Native American tribeswoman and daughter of a chief, is forced to hunt down and kill her own father after he becomes possessed by a Wendigo. Oh, I can't select. Oh, okay. Yeah, and it's very old program. A distant, lovely couple falls in love after meeting in a vivid shared dream. The pair becomes obsessed with reuniting in the real world, whilst opposed at every turn by Mr. Clock, a mysterious and ruthless adversary. Jenny Payne. Oh. A traveling magician and illusionist solves crimes around America using deduction and trickery. The second chapter in Jenny Payne's saga brings her to Europe to investigate her family's mysteries and dark past. The stakes are higher than ever, with Jenny Payne locked up in jail and framed for murder. Can she escape, clear her name, and stop the murderer from killing again? I don't know. Don't ask me.
Anything I print should appear here. I think that includes printouts from that microfilm viewer at the end of the hall. Okay, let's see here. It would take ages to look through all the microfilms since the killings began, so maybe I can figure out on what date the murder prior to Deborah's occurred. Hopefully I can deduce the date of the previous murder from the articles I picked up at the office.
Okay.
When I have a good date written down, I can view the corresponding microfilm and look for useful information.
Can I just click on this?
All right, I've got a date written down.
Oh, nice.
I can use that to find the corresponding microfilm. I've already written down. That's the date I selected in the calendar. I can either search for it in the microfilm shelves or replace it with a... I should try to figure out when the previous murder happened and then search the microfilm starting from that date.
I don't even know.
I can't waste time by checking every date. I should look for the date of the previous murder in the sequence before I browse. some
How do I find it? So stabbed to death on May 8th. Okay. Original casualty of suicide Rose Taylor, also a middle-aged woman stabbed to death in her home. It doesn't say when, right? Maybe I should search for Rose Taylor? Okay, never mind. Let's walk around and ask. It's probably somewhere, but I didn't pay attention just now. Or even right now.
a bunch of a workstation. One more thing.
Yes?
That's so.
We have full scale.
Perfect. I should be able to browse.
Indeed.
You probably.
I see.
Can I pick?
Sure.
What do you know?
I believe she was killed at her writer's retreat. Stabbed to death.
The Shattered Mirror. Okay.
Thanks.
Very well.
I should try to figure out when the previous murder happened. I should be able to learn more about this. That an act? Nah.
So am I supposed to find the information here, not going back to my... Yeah, I think so. Oh wait, there's a new one.
Not yet.
Not for my office.
Just outdated.
Really? Just now was what? Rose Taylor? Oh.
Huh. No dice. Empty.
Wait, why is it not?
An article in the Chicago Tribune about the Whitmore affair. My big break. I've been meaning to get it framed, but I've been too busy with important things. You know, like drinking alone.
I completely
Just
understand.
Outdated.
Oh, there's still a living room. Okay. I didn't know that.
Extra helmets. Eileen used to wear one of them when we, well, back when things were different.
I forget, is Kathy gay?
Every biker worth her salt has got a box like this somewhere.
I think she is, right? Just like the protagonist
Useful things
from
for when the Catmobile needs
Old
a tune-up.
Skies.
Nah, I'll... Uh-oh. That's quite a tequila face you got there, Kathy. Ugh, don't make me hurl. I'm way... Keeps me in perfect timing. Various spices and... No time to do the standard electric oven. A postcard left by Jimmy Cochran, that strange old geezer I met at a mental institution a few years ago. He was discharged a year after we met, and for some reason, he seems to think I had something to do with it. I better... It's a photo I took of the West End Bridge here in the city back in the day. Teenage Teenage Kathy had one of those artsy photographer phases. My walk-in closet. It's a real mess in there. I better not open the door or I'd risk spilling all sorts of shit out here. Nah, no fun alone and sober. How's it hanging, Lampy? I better put that away later, for Mildred's sake. That little rascal has proven that yes, cats can get drunk.
Indeed.
Still same old Cassidy, City of Gleam. I wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy. I shouldn't need to bring that. Maybe later. The Manhunt. I prefer their old material, but their latest album wasn't half bad. Oh, Cryptic Chaos. Can't wait till they're back in town. Yeah, I figured the room needed some extra groove.
I guess I'm not finding anything here.
My ring.
Seriously, is there any... May 8th? I don't see any other dates here. May 8, May 11. Whose victim Jane Doe was on publication anniversary of Storm Chaser. Okay. Oh. Okay, now I got it. That means I need to do some thinking rather than just clicking. Okay. This feels more classic, I guess. Storm Chaser. Is it one word? Storm Chaser, April 25th? Oh, my pen is not working anymore. I hate this pen. Storm Chaser, April 25th, 87. It's an epic tale of Native American warrior who sets out a great quest to save his tribe from American settlers in the 1800s. Okay. Publication anniversary, okay. '25th of April. Let's look at the microfilm then.
Yeah, this date should be good. I'll search through a week or so of microfilm, starting from the date I've written down. Hopefully I can find some useful information on the previous victim. Yes, there we go. I'll have these printed. All right, rinse and repeat. I should try to determine the previous microfilm date based on the information in these new pages.
Good.
That way I can make my way back from article to article, victim to victim, until I get all the way to the first murder. Let's see here.
Soothsayer burns Jane Doe alive. The infamous soothsayer has cranked up on the heat on his killing spree as latest victim, a young woman in her early 20s, was determined to have been brutally burned alive on Constance Hill. The death occurred on the night of April 25th. Due to the state of the remains, Jane's identity has been difficult to ascertain. Despite indications of dental work on the corpse, there are no matching dental records anywhere in the city, leading police to believe that the woman was not local. The lack of struggle could mean that the victim was incapacitated, but the condition of the body gives little clarity of that matter. Picking a public site like this was a risky proposition for the soothsayer, but he may have banked on the fact that distant witnesses will assume that the fire came from the nearby fire pit. Constant Hill, okay. As unpleasant as it is, I must ask you to be patient. Let Ed and his team do their job. KPD has my full confidence in this matter. This is blah 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 blah. Previous victim, Deacon Townsend, see issue 842. 842, is this weekly? Okay. So from 845 to 842. Oh. Task force established. As claimed, a fourth victim, an identified woman estimated to have been 18 years old. Her child remains were found on the outskirts of Cassidy near. Oh, okay. So they name her Jane Doe not because they want to protect her, but they just really don't know who she is. The soothsayer victims do not seem to share obvious similarities in terms of gender and blah, blah, blah. However, the killings have all occurred within the greater Cassidy area over a period of 3 months, which will indicate that soothsayer is somewhat local to the area. Doe.
I know where Constance Hill is, but that's a fair distance from the city. Better save it for tomorrow. For now, I'll put Jane Doe on hold and see what I can find about the previous murder victim.
Uh, 845, 843, 844, 843, 842 for, I think it's today. Maybe? Or 498.
No.
Let's read again. Issue 842. Weekly news site. Oh, Wednesday, April 29. April 29. 45, 43, 42. 45, 44, 43, 42. This one. Oops. Might as well just save just in case.
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here. Okay, let's have a look.
Has been taken up by the so-called soothsayer. The victim name was Benedict Townsend, age 51. April 3rd, murdered in a staged suicide by hanging. Townsend served as deacon at the King's Catholic Church, the old congregation dating back to early 1900s. He was a beloved figure in the community, well known for his voluntary work. Reverend Hugh Winters, the pastor of the King of Kings, had the following to say, "My heart aches for Ben's soul and everything he had left to give to the world, but I take some comfort in the fact that he is to the Lord now. And for the person who did this, I know that they'll be going to murder him." Does it say anything about the previous one? Crime occurred in the adjacent. Okay. Nick Cash now, Deborah Sinclair book. Breakers, okay. Wheat Industries. Linked to 3 murders, serial killer on the loose. Was found dead early on April 4th in the rectory of the King of Kings Catholic Church. Somebody else was involved. Losing a body and other logistic don't add up if he was alone. The scenario is really similar to Eric Holloway, the postman who met his demise on the ominous full moon night last month. So I need to find full moon night last month. Stabbing of nurse Rose Taylor back in February. So what is this month? This month is April, right? Okay. So it's full moon in March. And also Rose died in February. A shattered obsidian mirror, colloquially referred to as scrying mirror. These mirrors have been used since ancient times to see the future or communicate with the spirit world. Does the soothsayer responsible for those murders have a religious motive? Our source continues his signature: the killer is no hack. He hasn't yet left any other forensic evidence that can be traced back to him, so the mirror has to be deliberate. Townsend was well-liked figure in the community, no charity work. Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay. I'll make sure to look into that church later and maybe find the address. For now...
Full moon last month. So actually it's probably here, because that's when you see the newspaper.
I'm on the right track with this date, but I think I've...
Oh. Maybe it's on the 18th?
Yes, this...
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's also on the 18th. Prominent suicide morphs into homicide. Initially reported as suicide, the death of Eric Holloway on March 12 has been officially reclassified by KPD as a homicide. Since his public death occurred multiple... Working as a mailman for the city. On Statehood Day. Mayor Adams. On Thursday, March 12th at roughly 8 p.m. at Ferdinand Street, killing himself. I think there's a sub-story here about this Eric Wade thingy, right? I've been seeing it on some of the articles here. Not gonna read that. Statehood Day. Let's look at it.
Eric's address isn't too far away, but I should learn all I can here before I visit any of the crime scenes. Coming up last, the very first victim of the soothsayer. Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
A brutal stabbing occurred at Azure Sky Motel on February 5th, and our sources now say that there's an occult angle to killing with some sort of artifact left on the scene. The husband of the victim was believed detained by police a day later. Law enforcement claims that he remains a person of interest. Motel murder motivates management. Oh, nice alliteration, sir. On February 7th, Rose Amanda Taylor, aged 47, was found dead by Robert Tippett, the owner of the Azure Sky Model. Taylor had been stabbed to death by an unknown perpetrator. Blood everywhere like goddamn butcher room. Tippett says wide-eyed and continues to emphasize that this city is going to hell. You go ahead and print that. I mean, I will. Neighbors report hearing the commotion from the room, but there was apparently a regular occurrence, so no one went to investigate. This must be a city motel. Taylor is survived by her husband and 2 children who have declined the request to be interviewed. The husband was briefly detained but is no longer considered a suspect.
All right, that should be everything on the microfilms. I think I'll continue to focus on gathering information today and then head to each of the murder sites tomorrow.
Can I go to one by one and...
Deacon Benedict Townsend was the 3rd victim of the soothsayer. He was found hanged under suspicious circumstances. I'm not sure where exactly this church is, but I should be able to find out. Jane Doe was the 4th. I think I'm done with that victim for today. Broken obsidian mirrors, so-called scrying mirrors, are the calling cards of the soothsayer, and the main link between the murders.
Scrying mirrors. King of Kings.
King of Kings is a Catholic church here in the city. The adjacent rectory was where the 3rd soothsayer victim, Deacon Townsend, was killed.
What is a rectory? Is it... Oh, that's a very church thingy, right?
I'm not sure where exactly this church is, but I should be able to find out. Eric Holloway was the 2nd soothsayer victim. He was a postal worker in his 30s who was killed by being thrown off a roof. I think I'm done with that victim for today. I should focus on my other leads for now. Rose Taylor, a nurse, was the 1st soothsayer victim. She was stabbed to death in the Azure Sky Motel. I should see what I can find out about that motel. The Azure Sky Motel is the location of the 1st soothsayer killing, the stabbing of Rose Taylor. The Catmobile is running on fumes, so I should give this place a call rather than head over. I'll need a number first, though. I think I'll look into that church next, the King of Kings. There was no mention of an address for it in the newspapers.
Maybe I should go back and look at the yellow pages. You know. Can I work faster? Maybe he knows something.
One more
Yes?
What do you know about Jane Doe, the 4th soothsayer victim?
He probably doesn't know much, right?
Apart from Deborah Sinclair, I can't...
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much, unfortunately. They're not within my area of expertise.
Do you know anything about the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not familiar with that church, sorry.
Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
He probably doesn't know anything.
I'm afraid not.
It's okay.
Thanks.
Very well. Good luck.
He's been quite helpful anyway. Next. Alright. We're gonna go back and check the yellow pages for addresses.
That won't work. Jane Doe. Nope. That doesn't make...
Yeah.
Great. I've got the address to the church. I'll head over there tomorrow. I think
Nice.
it's time to see what I can find about the Azure Sky Motel. It's likely in this phone book here. I have his address.
Nice.
Nope. Lots of Taylors in there, but no Rose. I guess that makes sense, seeing as how this phone book was issued a couple months after her death. Got the number. I'll call first and see if a visit makes sense. God knows I have to be careful with those last drops of gas left in the bike.
Thank you for calling the Azure Sky Motel, your oasis in Cassidy. How may I help you?
Hi there. This is Kathy Rain from Rain Investigations. I have some questions.
All right, then.
Who was it again? Rose Taylor, right?
Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Only that our psycho killer enjoys breaking them around.
Psycho
his
killer.
victims, but I have no interest in understanding a nut like that.
What do you know about the soothsayer?
I know more than I'd like to. I could have gone without a close view of his handiwork, that's for sure.
I can imagine. A brutal stabbing, I take it?
No offense, but I'd rather not go over that again. It's all in the papers, if you're so dead set on getting all the gory details.
So, I hear that one of your tenants was murdered back in February? Rose Taylor.
No shit. Here I thought the boys in blue ransacked this whole place just for shits and giggles.
That happens more often than you'd think. Come on, man. Help a girl out.
Sorry for the attitude, but you know you're the umpteenth person to ask about that, right?
I get that, so how about we stick with the short version?
Fine. No, I don't know anything that isn't in the papers. No, you can't see the room. It's rented out. And even if you did go in there, there's nothing that the cops or cleaners haven't removed since friggin' February.
Understood. So, what about the next of kin? She had a husband, right?
Yeah, he came by later to pick up the personal effects. I just met the guy for a few minutes.
Did you catch his name?
Nope.
I did, but I don't think he'd appreciate me giving out his name to some random lady on the phone. No offense.
I am a bit offended, actually. I'm not some random lady. I'm a licensed private investigator, and a renowned one at that. Ever hear of the Whitmore affair?
Nope.
That does sound familiar.
Well, that was me. Now, here's a friendly piece of advice.
I think this is
Choose
a
the path
threat.
of least resistance. I can be a much bigger pain in the ass than this Mr. Taylor, believe me.
All right, fine. It's Orson. Orson Taylor.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. What can you tell me about your motel?
The Azure Sky is a long-time family business. We've been serving tenants faithfully for over 40 years now.
Oh, wow, quite a while. So, how many tenants do you have?
Who?
We don't keep records of the number of tenants, but we have 50 rooms of varied sizes. We're about 3/4 full, but expecting to be fully booked during tourist season in the summer.
Nice.
Wait, tourists actually come to Cassidy? Somebody deserves a raise for one hell of a marketing campaign.
No patriot of the community, huh? That's a shame. This city has a lot more to offer than people like you give it credit for.
To each their own, I guess. What can you tell me about Orson Taylor, Rose's husband?
Nothing much. Like I said, I only saw the guy once, a week or so after the murder.
Okay, how do you seem?
Like you'd expect. Messed up. Couple of kids, too.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Breaks my heart.
That's awful.
So, if Rose was married and had 2 children, what was she doing in your motel?
Now that's the million-dollar question, ain't it? You'll get no answer from me. Even if I could keep track of all of our tenants, I don't make a habit of sticking my nose in their personal affairs.
Huh. Was she a regular then?
Not really, just a couple of bookings in January and February. Look, I think I've said enough. Any other questions? We need to wrap this up. I've got calls on the other line.
Okay.
That's all, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day now.
Okay.
All right, found the husband's number. Here's hoping he's willing to talk to me.
Oh, so fast. Sorry, give me a second. I'll tap out for just a split second. Need to adjust my window size. Also need to make sure that I'm still I'm still streaming, because sometimes shit happens. Okay, back again.
You've reached the Taylors. No one's home right now, but if you leave your details after the beep, I'll get back to you.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. This is Kathy Rain, private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions.
Mm-hmm.
You can reach me at 555-142-062. Thanks in advance. Bye. I think I followed up on what I can today for each of the different victims.
Nice.
Just one thing left to do. I noticed that the Gazette had the best coverage of the soothsayer out of all the city papers. I think it's time to pay a dear old friend a visit.
Oh, we're not going to sleep yet? Okay, good. I guess it's a character from the first game? Your buddy from the first game?
All right, here we are. Let's see how E is doing.
Hey, Art, what's a synonym for disappointing?
Me?
Your outfit?
Oh, Jesus Christ. They're really
Now
making
that's
this
just
joke.
mean.
Jeez, now that's a busy calendar.
Sorry, Summers couldn't resist. Let me think. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Oh, nothing. I was just admiring your stuff.
Uh-huh. Why don't you do that from where I can see you?
Fine, yeesh. I remember that. Something about a corrupt church. When the story broke, the place was shut down and some of the higher-ups went to jail. Vintage, huh? I can respect that. Maybe later. I should try some old sports trophy. Guess Art was into that in his oh-so-distant youth.
Does she know him?
Of course he's a green tea guy. Drinking coffee like a normal person would be much too sane. Cacti rule. Nice view of the city from up here. Oh, it says someone needs to rehome their cat. I'd be open to that, but Mildred would lose her shit. My fluffball needs her Lebensraum.
Did she just say Lebensraum?
Oh,
It's
it says someone
Lebensraum.
needs- I'd be open to that. Cute little frog.
Also, why do people use Lebensraum nowadays?
Nah, I'm not that desperate to get hydrated. Looks like Eileen printed some business cards for herself. A roll of tape. Might come in handy.
You can inquire objects in the scene by first entering dialogue. Okay, that's interesting.
A few family photos. Eileen's got a big Christian family. Man, her brother is a hunk. Wouldn't mind getting some of that.
Wait, I thought she's... Oh, maybe I remember wrongly. I thought she was gay. Okay. It's okay.
Hello, sunshine. How's my favorite Christian reporter?
Oh, what do you want, Kathy? I'm on a deadline here.
She looks a bit like April O'Neil.
No small talk, huh? Can't I check in on a friend?
I wish, but we both know you only show up when you need something.
Wow. I didn't know that Kathy is that kind of person.
Ouch. Well, I did have something I wanted to talk to you about.
Let's hear it then.
What do you know about the soothsayer?
The serial killer?
But
oh no, it's that stupid reward, isn't it?
it is.
You betcha. Money in the bank, baby.
Oh, brother. I'd say this is a terrible idea, Kathy, but it's not like you listen to me anyway.
Oh, come on, Eileen. Don't be like that.
Come on, Eileen.
No, don't even go there. Do you know how many times I had to go to HR to get people to stop quoting that stupid song?
We did the same thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Poor old Johnny,
Johnny
Ray. Sounded sad up on the radio.
Art, make her stop.
Why? It's not a half-bad performance.
You guys are like peas in a pod.
Ugh, well, now I lost my groove. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic. Are you done wasting my time now?
Oh, lighten up, E. Aren't you thrilled about another big case? Teaming up, just like old times?
You can't just pretend nothing happened, Kathy. You fired me, remember?
I'll unfire you?
Yeah, right. How do you even know you'll get that reward? This is Cassidy we're talking about.
I was thinking the same thing, but Lucas did his homework. He says this new mayor is the real deal.
That silly old man. He just wants one last case with his protege before retirement, even if it means you'll get yourselves serial killed.
And I'm all here for it.
Of course you are. It's not like self-preservation is anywhere on your hierarchy of needs.
Can't argue with that. So, speaking of my, needs, what do you know about Cassidy's most prolific murderer?
Not much. You should ask Art. He's much more up to date on that stuff, being our crime correspondent and all.
Give me a second. Oh, I thought it was something scary because there was a message from family, but no, it's not. It's not.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
I like her books, but I don't care much for celebrity gossip. Awful thing that happened to her, though.
What do you know about the woman who was burned alive by the soothsayer?
Oh, nothing. I hope that horrible demon is caught soon.
What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the murdered deacon?
I don't know anything about that poor man.
He doesn't
Hey,
know.
You're a Christian. What does a deacon actually do?
She doesn't know a lot of things, huh?
It depends on the denomination,
About
but a
the
deacon
serial
belongs
killing.
to a church and can
course.
practically do the same work as a priest, with the exception of sermons and rites.
Interesting. Thanks. Are you familiar with scrying mirrors?
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of obsidian, right?
Yep. What do you know about them?
Nothing.
Not a lot. I know they've been around since ancient times and that they're quite popular in New Age culture today. My friend Meadow is totally into that stuff. I bet she'd talk your ear off about it.
What's her phone
Oh.
number?
Sounds great.
Let me call her tonight and ask first, okay?
Oh, okay.
She can be a bit peculiar about things.
Sure, not a problem. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not. My family, we're Protestants.
Do you know anything about Eric Holloway, one of the soothsayer victims?
Not really. I'm sure you know more about him than me.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first soothsayer victim?
She worked as a nurse, I think. Other than that, I don't know much.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where one of those serial killings happened, right?
Yeah.
Thought it sounded familiar. I don't know anything else about it, though.
I don't want to ask her about that.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to you.
All right, see.
Okay. I think I can ask her
Hey, E.
about the
Yeah?
items here, right? Oh, that's interesting.
Want to have a water?
I have a lot of work to do.
Jeez, you're... Hey, E. Can I have one of your cards?
Sure, go ahead.
Nice. Oh, now I need to go back to the library and do the same thing again.
Hey, do you mind if I borrow some tape, E?
Fine.
Hey, your brother is pretty hot. Mind if I...
Not a chance, Cat.
I don't want to ask her. I don't want to ask... Still keeping that little bugger around, huh?
Oh, I wouldn't part with Ribbit for the world.
I don't want to ask her about that. This is a nice place you've got here.
I guess. Beats the basement office we had before.
I don't want to ask her about that. What's your opinion on art?
Oh, he's a great journalist. I have a lot to learn from him.
But...
No buts, Kathy. Stop trying to stir up trouble.
I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. So, I heard about this expose Art did on a church here in town.
Well, yes. It's not like Christians are immune to bad behavior.
I don't want to ask. So, how do you like working here at the Gazette?
It's fine.
It's fine.
That bad, huh?
I shouldn't complain. I'm grateful to work at a real paper, but the stories they give a junior like me...
Oh, no wonder she doesn't know much about
I get it.
circling.
Things are rough at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, I
What are
understand
you
that.
working on right now?
Well, it's a feature about this old lady with a very nice pottery collection.
Oof. I feel for you, E.
QK.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
Art Hopkins. Just the man I need to see.
That's so. This better be good.
What do you know about the soothsayer?
Give me a second. Checking my stream again.
What do I know? I made the soothsayer. Before me, he was the Mirror Murderer, the Cassidy Ripper, or whatever derivative moniker those dullards at the Times or the Sun can muster up.
Oh, wow. So, what's your take on the guy?
I could see right through you, Rain. You're a bad apple, and it stinks all the way up here. Finally got a whiff of that reward, huh?
Can't blame a girl for trying. You've got your sights on that money too, huh?
Who doesn't? It's 200 fucking grand. I got a juicy new lead, too.
A new lead, huh? I doubt it's that impressive.
Nice try. I'm not gonna slip up. Word of advice, Go back to your cheaters and insurance frauds and leave the soothsayer to the big boys.
A new lead? I don't need to. What do you know about the Azure Sky Motel?
Stop wasting my time. We both know you're just fishing for information about the soothsayer.
What can you tell me about Rose Taylor?
Don't waste your breath about the
What do you know?
Certainly more than you. I'd be surprised if you ever picked up a book.
Jeez. Do you get any work done in between those vacations, Art?
It's called foreign reporting. It must be an alien concept to a small-time PI like you.
Sure thing, buddy. Keep spinning that yarn. How do you like working here?
Why? You looking for a job?
God, no. I could never work at a place like this.
Don't we all? These days, management doesn't dare try to bother me. They know I'm the only reason this place is still afloat, so they let me write whatever the hell I want.
That's quite the story you've got framed up there on that wall.
Oh yes, one of my proudest accomplishments.
It must have taken ages to break that story, right?
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
Oh, God. I wouldn't make it 6 minutes, let alone 6 months, among a bunch of embezzling Bible thumpers.
That's why I'm the best. I do what it takes to get the scoop.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Oh. Must have been tough to ruin a loved one's place of worship.
They're better off, believe me. I'd prefer to keep them out of organized religion altogether, but at least now they're no longer associated with goddamn criminals.
What made you...
I had a family member in that...
Ah.
Don't project your own issues with religion on...
What was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you mean a lot, yeah. 12 people charged, 9 convicted, and about 100 years of prison time sentenced in total.
Damn. The state shut the church down too, right?
Oh, sure did.
It's not that I don't think that they shouldn't bulldoze the whole block. I just don't like it when it's turned into a parking lot. Parking lot. What a fucking car-centric society.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
That's a Michiru Pro, right? Early edition?
Correct. You got an eye for quality.
Force of habit. A PI with blurry pictures wouldn't last very long.
Is this Snake or is this pipes for Microsoft Windows?
I see that somebody's desperate to milk their achievements on the high school sports team.
You were always picked last, weren't you, Rain?
I like your thorny little friends there on that windowsill.
The cactuses? Yeah, I can't seem to kill them off, no matter how hard I try.
That's cacti, Art.
Oh, fuck.
This is...
Nobody
I don't want to ask him about that. I don't want to ask him about... How do you think Eileen is doing here?
I don't gossip about coworkers. Take that shit somewhere else.
That's nice of him, even though he's kind of grumpy. Not gossiping about people is a good thing.
I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask.
No, I think I'm done for this.
Okay, then.
Art is one step ahead of me with the soothsayer.
Maybe I need to ask.
Art is one step ahead of... Hey, E.
Yeah?
What do you know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the soothsayer?
Nothing. I don't work with him directly.
Maybe you could find out?
No, Kathy. I respect Art. I'm not gonna mess with his story.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
She respects Art too much to do a little digging, huh? That guy's a grade A asshole. It shouldn't take much to bring that out front and center.
Wait.
I gotta get Art on Eileen's bad side. Hey, E, one more thing.
Yeah?
What do you know?
Nothing.
Maybe you...
No!
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
I gotta get Art on Eileen's...
I adore this new office. Finally out of that gloomy
Can I pick your brain?
Yeah.
How do you think...
I don't gossip.
All right, that's all.
Okay.
Wait, where am I supposed to go now?
One more thing.
Yes?
This place has been around for a while now, hasn't it?
Well, that depends on your frame of reference, but the library turns 110 next year.
Damn. Must be one of the oldest buildings still standing in the city then.
Must be.
Most likely, yes.
I don't want to ask about... I saw that Deborah Sinclair was one of the financial contributors to the library.
Indeed. This...
I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. Those boxes over there can be rented anonymously, right?
Yes. Would you like me to set that up for you?
Not right now. But if I'm evicted in a few weeks, I might just take you up on that.
Oh, I sincerely hope it doesn't come to that.
I don't want to ask him about that. Can I borrow one of...
Yes, but only...
Got it. I don't want to ask him about that. I don't want to ask him about that. Thanks.
Very well.
A bunch of magazines. A bunch of magazines. A bright red roll of tape.
How's that little...
It's Eileen's business for work number here, my...
Oh, you mean Agatha, my virtual pet?
Oh.
Yes, that's...
There's a Bible quote printed on the back. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32.
I forgot her at home when I went to church.
My deepest condolences. Will there be a ceremony?
Very funny.
My expert.
It was a research project. You know I have to stay up to date on pop culture.
Are we gonna call her?
Maybe tomorrow. I left him a message.
Oh, this is confusing. What am I supposed to do?
That doesn't make...
How do I turn them against each other?
Hey, E.
Yeah?
What's your...
Oh, he's a great...
But...
Oh, Circa. Hi, Circa. Sorry I didn't see your message. Thanks for coming by. Yes, I know. I'm kind of awful at this.
No,
Also, I'm very
that's
distracted right now.
Stop trying to stir up trouble. I wish they'd give me a quality camera
what can
like
you
that.
sing?
All I get to play with are budget knockoffs.
I am a scorp.
Ouch. Hang in there. I'm sure you'll get access to some quality hardware when you're more established.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I would hope so.
I don't want to show...
I see you're still comfortable with petty crime.
It's not a petty crime.
Only when justified, E. Only when justified. I don't want to show that. Bzzt.
Put that thing away before someone sees it.
And I do.
Hey, this is nice.
Yeah, petty crime is
Doesn't
okay.
feel as...
Oh, thanks. I guess that's one of the perks of working at a paper. Access to quality printing.
Thanks for lending...
No problem.
I guess I can use the items when I'm talking with
I'll let you get back.
All right.
Art then.
Can I pick your brain?
You know what?
Oh, I'm sure he'd love that. I don't want to... I don't want to... I think my Michiru is a newer model than yours, Art.
Newer doesn't equal better, numbnuts. Are you really that desperate to show off?
Says the guy with his high school sports trophy on full display.
Oh, shut up.
I don't want to show... I don't want to... I don't want to... I don't want to show... I don't want to...
Oh, what? I don't like the fact that I need to click on every item again.
Gee,
It's called
sure. How do you like?
Why?
God, no.
Don't we all? They know I'm.
Can I ask again about that church?
Sure.
Oh,
It must have taken.
I
Half a year
must.
undercover.
I think I need to ask
Now
him
that's a proper investigation.
until he respond. He responds with some. To respond with something that actually
That's
makes her angry,
dedication.
makes Eileen
Lots of
angry.
Sermons to listen to.
Ugh, too many. I could feel my gray matter shrinking with every psalm, hymn, and other delusion thrown my way.
Okay, that's the first one.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Let me get this strike again. Must have been tough.
Oh. What made?
I had a family.
Ah, that's simple. Here I thought you were a militant atheist like me.
Don't project your own issues with religion on me, Rain. My goal was to bring those corrupt assholes to justice.
What was the follow?
If
Damn.
We've had
Oh,
that before,
sure.
I'm sorry.
That's a shame.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
What made you?
I had a.
Oh. This isn't.
Nobody had.
How do you think Eileen is doing?
I don't gossip.
Okay,
All right, that's all.
Okay.
Oof. I don't
Okay,
think
that's
Art's
how you do it.
Eileen's
Okay,
favorite person
okay.
Right now.
wasn't expecting this kind of mechanic.
Hey E, one more thing.
Also checking if my stream is still up. I know. I sound like a crazy person, but never mind.
Yeah?
Man, I'm itching to know what Art's new lead on the Soothsayer is.
I bet, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Not that he's been my favorite person lately.
You could still find out, right? Don't you want to ruffle that arrogant prick's feathers a bit?
Oh, well,
Pretty please.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased.
okay, fine. I'll try, but no promises.
You're the best.
Either that or I'm just a slow learner.
Alrighty, it's getting late. I'm gonna get out of your hair before Art rats me out and calls security.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He's not as bad as you think, Kathy. You guys are actually quite alike.
Oh God, you better take that back before you make me take up smoking again.
Huh. I have no doubt you'll be able to resist the temptation. Bye, Kathy.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Finally.
Rain Investigations.
Kathy, it's me, Eileen.
Hey E, what's up?
Oh, you know, just burning the midnight oil. So, I wanted to let you know that I found Art's new lead on the Soothsayer.
Amazing, do tell.
Well, you know those people who were killed? Apparently, they were all under the influence of some sort of illegal drug.
Interesting. What type of drug?
I'm not sure, but this toxicology report here says that the street name is Pyre.
Fire?
Never heard of that one. I better go ask Lionel.
Lionel? Who is that?
My drug dealer. Well,
My drug dealer.
a friend of mine, that's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd say you should take better care of yourself, Kathy, but you've heard it all before.
It's okay.
Pretty much, but seriously, thanks E.
I'm
I
just
owe you
gonna
one.
imbibe some liquor and it's
Don't worry
okay.
about it.
Maybe
Oh,
with a
and
sleeping
by the way,
pill.
you know Meadow, that friend I was telling you about?
Yeah, what about her?
She said you can come see her tomorrow. She's got an RV over on the west side, Sycamore Lane 21.
Perfect. I'll go talk to her in the morning.
Okie dokie. I gotta get back to work now, but I guess I'll see you around.
You bet. Catch you later, E.
Bye, Kathy.
Oh, okay.
Pyre, huh? I better call the cop shop and ask Josh about that.
The cop shop. Am I gonna do this right now or am I supposed to go to sleep? Oh. This is very productive.
You've reached Detective Everett, Narcotics. I'm not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Oh, the detective is her drug dealer?
Hey, Josh, this is Kathy Rain. Been a while, huh? Let's meet and catch up. I have something I want to run by you. Hit me up at my work number, will ya? Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right, I guess that's that. Let's see if Lionel is at his usual spot.
Do I need to check on anything?
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, no. No, 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 no. There you go.
Rockports and other cheap brands. I'm certainly not going to waste my precious relapse on shitty smokes like that.
Is Rockport a reference to
I don't
Newport?
get desperate enough for one of these predatory loans. Looks like a seedy place. Pawn shops like this tend to be involved in all kinds of shady business. You know, you're really downtown when the amount of neon approaches seizure-inducing levels. It's closed. Not that I have much left to pawn. Fast cash, huh? Guess I could use some of that. Hey, what's up, Lionel?
Hey, girlfriend. You here for the white stuff?
Not this time, buddy.
Oh, you broke?
Well, I am, but that's not...
You just broke. Well, I ain't giving you a tab. I'd never see my money back. No offense.
I don't want a fucking coke tab, Lionel. I just had some questions.
So you're playing as a drug addict. Well, was a drug addict. Oh, drug user. I won't say she's an addict. It's okay.
What's with the hostility, girl? There's no reason to be unsavory among friends.
Sorry, rough day. Can I run something by you?
Go on, then. I suppose I got some time to spare.
What's your take on the soothsayer?
That creepy motherfucker got the whole town on edge, don't he? Funny how City Hall didn't give a damn until one of those celebrity types got killed. Embarrassing look for the city, huh? I suppose it was just a matter of time until Cassidy got our own Ted Bundy. Place like this, with no hope, breeding ground for psychos.
Yeah. Small town, I guess.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair, the latest soothsayer victim?
Look, I don't know nothing about those murders, victims, whatever. Don't bring that shit up with me.
Okay.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Nothing. What is that? Some new age shit?
Oh, never mind. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
You ain't serious, right? Do you remember who you talking to?
Oh, forget it then. Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
Nah, haven't heard of the place.
I don't need to ask him about that. Do you know Pyre?
Oh yeah. Strong trip, they say. I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Hard to come by, I take it?
No doubt. I never got so much as a whiff of the stuff.
Oh, really? Who's slinging?
No one I know. Sketchy motherfuckers, though, whoever they are.
How so?
Well, for one, you won't find them on the corner like us, regular
Hard-working
hard-working
candy
candy
man.
Yeah, you're all salt of the earth. How do they conduct business then?
Well, they pretty much don't.
I'm not following.
Well, join the club, because it's some real candid camera shit. Every now and then, one of them dope fiends starts yapping on about some creepy fucker giving Empire, and it's always on the house. Trying to run an honest pusher out of business.
It's on the house.
Some kind of obtuse marketing tactic?
I think it's some kind of startup marketing tactic, so I get the market share first.
If it is, those people sure as hell ain't capitalizing on it.
Then when it's becoming too sticky, you can just raise the prices easily.
Some half-assed DEA honeypot operation then?
But of course, it's just some supernatural thingy.
No way. The feds don't give a fuck about Cassidy, trust me.
Indeed.
Who are these fiends then? Got any names?
Nah, I don't ask for names. And the junkie clientele all look the same to me.
No offense.
Haha. So you don't know anyone who could get Pyre? Some drug dealer you are.
No, I didn't say that. There is this one person who just might be able to pull it off.
Yeah?
A friend of the boss. Ultra wealthy connoisseur. Tries everything once, apparently. Rich. I mean old money rich. Deeply connected.
A friend of the boss, okay?
Quite the sales pitch. Are you gonna give me a name or just leave a girl hanging in suspense?
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Surely a gumshoe such as yourself is well aware that information is a commodity.
I told you, I'm fucking broke, Lionel.
And I ain't deaf. We're talking a simple exchange. If you find out who's slinging Pyre, you send the Love Lion a word.
Okay.
Deal. Loaded guy's name, please.
It ain't a guy, strictly speaking. It's one of those, transsexual types. Prefers to go by the name Hannah Verdu.
Verdu? That rings a bell.
You tell me. Sounds about right.
Trans woman. Okay. Let's call her then. Hope I'm using the correct pronoun.
So what do you know about Hannah Verdu?
Not much, but I know she owns and runs a place on the south side. The Club of Hearts.
Catchy name. Casino?
Poetry club, if you can believe that.
I can. Sure sounds like an appropriate waste of money for a Verdu.
A Verdu?
Yeah. I suppose those motherfuckers ran out of rooms to put golden bathtubs in.
Either that or mammoth wool rug suddenly went out of style.
A lot of things here, huh?
So that poetry club.
They're front-loading all the
is?
information to you.
Southside, that's all I know. Never patronized myself.
I'm afraid, I don't know. I think sometimes some games, when they get into their sequel, they fall into this trap where they need to make it bigger. And nowadays, bigger means more information, more dialogues. But when you keep increasing the quantity of them, that means that whatever that is interesting now becomes not interesting because you're drowned. So even if you write like extra 400% more interesting stories, it becomes such a chore. Like, I don't know.
This place is pretty well fortified, huh?
It's a pawn shop, man.
Girl, you lost? This ain't exactly Beverly Hills.
Yeah. Work is usually a chore, I understand that.
You sell a lot of gold to the owner of this place?
On occasion. Sometimes my clientele prefer to pay with wares of, questionable origin.
You are very wise, Circa.
Fast cash. This sign mocks me.
Short on dough, huh? That ain't a problem. You just gotta loosen up your moral compass is all.
Would if I could, but I think that thing's way too loose already.
I sincerely doubt that, girl. You play tough, but you ain't fooling anybody. deep down, you a softie.
Oh, quiet you. You know if this guy's one of those ruthless loan sharks?
Nah, he ain't so bad. Better not push him too far, though. He knows some bad people.
Some people. Such as you?
No comment.
No comment.
You're not smoking nasty old Rockports from that machine, are you?
Very funny. You know the Love Lion's got impeccable taste in tobacco. Only the best imports.
That's all?
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
Oh?
Hannah Dew is some filthy rich socialite who owns a poetry club called Club of Hearts. Lionel told me she has likely access to exotic drugs, like pyre. Club of Hearts is a poetry club, located on the south side of town.
What the hell is a poetry
I
club?
should head to the office and see if I can find the address.
What kind of entertainment can you derive from there?
I better look up that poetry club. All right, found an address. They're not open until Friday night, though. Guess I'll have to wait a couple of days.
Okay, good.
Ooh, I'm beat. You want to hit the sack, girl?
Oh.
Come on, then.
Yeah, I need to save.
So, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
I wouldn't be much of a PI if I couldn't see the writing on the wall for this one. It was nice having you around, though, kid. You spruced up the place, I gotta say.
Well, don't get lazy without me. I'm sure you still have a couple of years of detective work left in you.
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
What's going on, Lucas?
Oh no! The hell?
What do you mean? Something wrong with my vacation outfit? I've always been a sun-kissed kind of guy.
May 21st, 1998, day 2.
Okay, Kathy. Enough loitering. Time to get back out there. You've got places to be.
Oh, okay, that's a lot of things. Okay, I'm gonna save first, and I need to get some booze and snacks, so be right back.
Gotta go. Hey, guy, you're the first serious gamer I've seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow!
Oh, what's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis. Hey, look at these radical colors, huh?
Wow, Sonic's fast, too.
No, over here.
I like Genesis, and it costs a lot less.
Wait, kid, that game
I'll
there.
take Sonic and Genesis.
I knew that.
Sonic the Hedgehog. More action, more speed. Sega Genesis. It's a whole lot more for less.
Machine has appeared in homes across America.
Double and redouble his powers. 32.
6 times more powerful than 3DO.
Alright, baby.
40 times more than Super NES.
Hey, yo, there is no 32-bit Super NES. Are we gonna see the games or what? Show me!
Increase the power meter to 40 times.
Thank you.
Brace yourself. It's Super Game Boy from Nintendo. Play your Game Boy games on the Super NES in living color. Even choose your own color combinations. Play all 350 Game Boy games. How does that strike you? Super Game Boy for the Super NES. Game Boy games in color, intense. Come now.
Here it is! Mortal Kombat 2! More characters! 3 times more images! More secret moves! More battlegrounds! More hidden surprises! And it's the first video game to feature our crystal clear DCS sound. These are the 12 combatants. Each possesses an array of special strengths. Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Johnny Cage, Reptile, Sub-Zero, Shang Tsung, Kitana, Jax, Melina, Baraka, Scorpion, and Raiden. Get to know these characters, because when it comes to fighting for profits, they're all in your corner. Mortal Kombat 1 has started an unstoppable global fire, and notoriety has fanned the flames. The world's players have embraced these characters, and they're
I'm back with some beers. And a ghost pepper flavored tortilla chips.
Nah, I'll let her sleep.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I also have some Kahlua here, but I don't think I'm going to drink that.
This is Orson Taylor. I only have one thing to say to you. Eat shit and die. Yeah, you heard me.
Do you want me to die first, or do I mean to eat shit first?
I'm sick of being harassed by vultures like you. Stay the hell away from me and my family.
Oh wait, Orson is the husband of the victim. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get it, bud. No need to be an asshole.
I thought we were talking about Art, that journalist. I like this. I should buy this more.
Let's see what this other message says.
Hey, Josh here. Busy day today, but I'll swing by your office tonight after my shift. Alright? See you later.
That's better. Hopefully he can give me some insight on Pyre. Alright, that's it for messages.
Enough ado.
No hit. Unsurprising with her being one of those elitist types.
Eileen Summers.
Hey, Kathy here.
Hey, what's up?
So that drug lead you mentioned ended up being quite the rabbit hole.
Oh, really? Have you been able to learn more about it?
Yeah, a little. The drug dealers seem obsessed with privacy. Nobody I've talked to knows much about them.
I mean, they're criminals, right? Avoiding exposure doesn't seem that strange to me.
Sure, but I asked a proper career criminal I know about it, and even he thought they were behaving weird as hell. Apparently, they're giving out free samples left and right, too.
Maybe they're not trying to make money then? They have some other goals?
Yeah, like murder, for instance. If the soothsayer victims were under the influence of Pyre, a lot of things point to whoever is responsible for the drug.
Yeah, that sounds plausible.
Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
That name sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
Do you know the Club of Hearts?
Sure, never been there myself, but I know Meadow loves the place.
Oh, nice.
Ah, interesting. We'll have to ask her about that.
Okay, let's go then.
All right, that's all.
Okie dokie.
What's this? Pyre is the key. T. Damn, this T knows what I'm up to. The question is, are they friend or foe?
Howdy!
Hey there, buddy.
Welcome, visitor. You may place your tribute to our lost legend, Deborah Sinclair, on this rock.
Oh. Great. I'll get on with that in a minute. Who are you?
Name's Randy Mulkins, president of the one and only SSS.
SSS?
Sinclair Saga Squad, of course. From whence do you hail, fair lady?
Oh, I live over in the city. Cassidy.
Ha! I mean, which fan club do you belong to?
Oh,
I like alliterations.
Deb's Dynamic Devotees, of course.
None exist.
Never heard of it. It must be local?
Yep. Yes, quite local. I'm Kathy, by the way. Kathy Rain.
Oh, that's a lovely name. It sounds like a character in a book.
Well, I certainly have days when I wish I was made up.
Whoa, that's deep.
Huh. Do you mind if I ask you a few things?
Always happy to talk to a fellow fan.
Do you know the Club of Hearts?
Sure. It's an exclusive poetry club in Southside Cassidy. Love the place.
Oh, neat. You're a regular?
Sure am. Poetry is my kind of jam.
Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
Oh, sure. She's a leading figure in the Cassidy poetry scene. I always try to drop by the Club of Hearts when I'm in town.
Ah, I see. Have you met her?
An average guy like me? I wish. I've seen her from a distance in her club, but that's about it.
Have you heard of a drug called Pyre?
Nope. Never heard of that.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
Azure Sky. Azure Sky. Nope.
Do you know anything about Rose Taylor, the first victim of the soothsayer?
Oh, I don't know anything about those other victims. Sorry.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
No siree. I'm a Buddhist.
Okay.
Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Not really. I just heard that they were connected to the murders.
So, let's talk about Deborah.
My favorite topic. Don't mind if we do.
So, her death. Do you know what happened?
Well, I follow the news like everybody else. I didn't think much of the killings. These things happen. But never in a million years would I expect poor Deb to become a victim.
So, do you know the sequence of events exactly?
Supposedly, some maniac came out here and stabbed her, right in this cabin. No sign of a forced entry, so either the door was open or she let him in.
Any idea of who would want to do that to her? Did she have any enemies?
No, everybody loved Debbie. Whoever did this is a twisted, sick person.
We still have to consider the possibility that it was,
one of us.
One of us.
A fan? No way. I refuse to believe that.
What? You never heard of Craze fans?
Well, what about the fact that one of the victims was killed on the anniversary of Storm Chaser?
Yeah, that's an odd one. Not sure what to think, but in the end, only the killer knows why he chose that date.
Would anyone benefit from her death then? Some relative who would get the book royalties, maybe?
She had no close relatives, so I'm not sure who would be next in line. I'd be surprised if she had no written will, though. I bet most of that money will go to charity, benefiting Native Americans.
That's nice. That's really nice of her.
Do you know if Deborah was writing a new book when she died?
I'm sorry, are we feeling? I drink beer like I drink water. Fast.
Oh, yes. Years in the making, enshrouded in mystery. Now we'll never get to read it.
Do you know what it was about?
I wish, but no. Deb was tight-lipped about that one. All she stated publicly is that it wasn't a sequel.
Have you ever met Deborah in person?
Oh, for sure. A bunch of times. Only briefly, though. At fan gatherings, book signings, and things like that.
What's your favorite Deborah Sinclair book?
Oh, man. That depends on my mood. But I generally have a weak spot for her early experimental work, like Evermore and The Guidance.
Oh, wow. That's good. But I don't drink any other liquors that much, though. Well, that's not true. Sometimes when I'm depressed, I just drink a whole bottle of liquor. But never mind about that. I understand that.
What do you know about the soothsayer?
Completely understand that.
Only that he took a legendary author away from us.
I don't want to ask him about... I wonder if there's still any of Deborah's mail in there.
I doubt it. If there was, the cops must have taken it.
Normally I drink beer because I want to get some sleep later on, and that's pretty much it. I just drink and then I just go to sleep.
That's a nice little shrine you've set up here.
Isn't it? People have come from all over the country to send Deborah off.
So, how long have you been parked here?
Let me think. 10 days?
10 days?
Holy crap. Well, that's some dedication, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
So, it would be pretty interesting to have a look inside the cabin, huh?
Oh, I have definitely entertained the thought. Who wouldn't want a closer look inside the famous cabin of Deborah Sinclair?
So, why not? There's no one else here. I won't tell if you won't.
That's so? I'm not sure your intentions are pure. Maybe if I knew you were a true fan of Deborah Sinclair.
Oh, but I am. I told you, I'm a longtime member of Deb's Dynamic Devotees. You know, the old DDD.
Uh-huh. Then I guess you wouldn't mind answering a few questions about our favorite author.
Of course not. That would be easy peasy for an avid fan like me.
I'm glad. Let me just dig out this old beaut for you then. Behold, the official SSS membership application form.
A written quiz? Are you fucking serious?
You chicken. Yeah, I figured you were just a poser.
Oh, shut up and give me that thing.
There you are. Let me know when you're ready to hand it in.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy fan. Unlock me. Track me. I'm not gonna do that.
I don't want to ask him about... That's a nice flower pot over there.
Oh, yes. Deborah adored those.
I see you brought drinks.
Yep. Perfect weather for some iced tea.
I just put a stick under the wheel and then just run into the cabin. So that I don't need to deal with the silly quiz.
I'll let you get back to your reading.
Don't be a stranger.
I guess I need to read up on Deborah. There's probably some useful information at the library.
Oh. In between installments of Jenny Payne series, Deborah wrote 2 other books. No idea. This game is now becoming a schoolwork.
Pyre is damn.
Deborah Sinclair. Nothing much, to be honest.
A healthy lavender plant. Smells nice. Chirp-free. Must be lacking tenants at the moment. Looks like he... Those must create some cozy ambiance at night.
Ambiance.
Shoot. The cops didn't leave the door open. Just my luck, huh? It's got a lock on it. Guess Deborah didn't want people snooping through her mail.
What if...
My expert lock-picking set.
Wait, I can't just use this? Oh, I need to drag and drop.
Hey!
Okay.
I just removed some cobwebs. Surely we want Deb's mailbox to look presentable.
Oh, God. You got the spider, though, right? It's dead?
Oh, he's afraid of
Sure.
spiders. Okay.
I squished it good.
Whew.
Fuel for a heater or a fireplace. That little supply won't last long in the winter, but this place probably isn't set up for year-round occupancy.
Can I just taste him?
I call her Judy. I think I'm capable of...
Oh, okay. Let's go back to the library then.
Hey there.
Certainly.
I don't want to ask. Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
As a matter of fact, I do. She owns the Club of Hearts, a poetry club. I don't know much else about her, though. She moves in high
circles.
Have you been to the Club of Hearts?
Sure. Great place for word connoisseurs like myself.
Can I use items on him?
What do you make of this?
I know for certain that Deborah's adoptive father is Sebastian Willis Sinclair. I'm not sure how that relates to some kind of pseudonym, however. I can't shed much light on the other queries, but the computer at the end of the hall might be useful.
Got it. I don't want to show that to him. I don't want to show. I don't want to. 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 I don't want to.
Okay, let's go.
Thanks.
Very well.
A bunch of mag.
Give me a second. I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything.
One more.
Yes?
Can I?
Sure.
What do you know about?
I believe she was killed.
What kind of?
She dabbled in many different genres over the years. Afflicted, Dead Ends Meet, and the Jenny Payne.
Huh, okay.
I believe so.
Was Deb?
Oh, yes.
I can imagine.
Correct.
Yeah. What do you know?
She had quite an interesting life.
Sebastian Willis
Adopted
Sinclair.
as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian. Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American.
Okay.
Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully. Perhaps in some part, due to her roots, Deborah's books have often contained subject matter inspired by Native American religion. She was childless and unmarried when she passed away. Rumors say she was gay, but God knows tabloids are quick to jump to conclusions. I don't think she ever clarified that matter to the public. If you are curious to learn more,
Unbound,
I would
okay.
highly recommend her acclaimed autobiography, Unbound.
Oops, the pen is not working again. I don't like this fountain pen. I think it just dry up quite fast. I think I have another one. Okay, there you go. There you go. Unbound. Unshackle me.
Oh, I might. Thanks.
Very well.
Bookshelf, no. No. Okay. Stephen Collins. Maybe I should search for Stephen Collins later on, but first, Afflicted. So Afflicted is December 2nd, 1991. Kiona Thunderheart. Wait, give me a second. Don't you dare to exit from the computer screen. Dead Ends Meet. Nani? Dead Ends Meet. June 16, 95. Mr. Clock, okay. Jenny Payne and Storm Chaser. Let's look at Storm Chaser first. Storm Chaser. 1987. April, okay. April 25th, 87. No name, okay. Jenny Payne. '20th, 85. 89. And then 93. What was the question again? Man, my dementia is getting worse. Yeah, damn. In between installments of the Jenny Payne series, there were 2 other books. I know. Who are you again? Native Americans? No. I have no idea.
I don't think I'd...
Okay, let's move on then.
Nah.
Maybe we should just advance the story a little bit more.
Here we are, Constance Hill. This better be worth the trip.
The mountains, binoculars, 25.
There's a fairly big mountain range up north. Oh, neat. I can see my office building from here. What do you know? Nothing but grime.
Aww.
This must be it. This is where they found Jane Doe.
Oh, Jane Doe is the one who's being burned to death. Poor thing.
No obvious clues. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I guess there isn't much to find in this place.
Scorch marks, fire pit.
A fire pit for grilling food, but there's nothing but ashes inside. Well, it ain't city concrete if it isn't covered in spray paint. Looks like this place was a party spot. Well, it ain't...
Hey!
Oh!
You're not supposed to be here!
Nice looking dude.
It's a free country, nut job. Step off before you get hurt.
Your face is all wrong! Take it off!
Christ. Cassidy junkies never disappoint. Looks like this place.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the assist, Mr. Log. I'm not getting near that nut. I'm not getting.
Really? That's all? I can't do anything to him? Yeah, I'm not gonna light him on fire. I know, I'm crazy, but not that crazy.
I'm not getting. The city of Gleam.
Ooh. Is this the motel?
A missing cat, roommate wanted, junk for sale. Oh, and a Rachel complaining about neighbors blasting satanic death cult metal music. I gotta meet this neighbor and maybe bring my boombox for good measure. Well, those poor things are beyond help.
Just like me.
Eric Holloway. Standard issue forensic seal. If somebody unauthorized is caught breaking this, they're going to jail. Notes left from friends and family. Nothing in particular stands out. Nothing but overdue bills. I don't think that's worth tampering with. Eric's apartment under lock and seal. I don't think so. Besides, the murder happened months ago, and that was up on the roof. I doubt the cops left much in the apartment. Rachel Wang. I always wanted to get a chance to use one of those things. Make a real mess somewhere.
Indeed.
Standard issue mails. Hooked on Jesus, huh? Guess they'd get along with Eileen. The next door neighbor of Eric. No reason to bother them unless I have reason to believe they knew Eric well.
Interesting, no clues here.
Pretty tasteless if it wasn't here before the murder.
Oh yeah.
Frag. Boy, this person gets around. I've seen their work all over town. God, I wish my apartment building had working AC. Been nagging my landlord for months about it. I think I'll save my climbing quota for later. It's all generic condolences. Except this note here. I miss you. It should have been us. May God watch over you. R.W. Oh, that must be Rachel Wang downstairs. I should go have a chat with her. Hello, Eric. Sorry you had to die like this. All dried up. No surprise, it's been months since the murder.
That's what always happens.
I suppose I could, but it wouldn't feel right. I know.
You die and people cry for you for the first month. And after that they just forget about you. As always.
Who is it? No, no. No more detectives. Please, go away.
Well, that went well. I guess she doesn't trust people in my line of work. Rachel Wang is the next door neighbor. I should look for clues about Deborah. I should try to learn everything I can about Eric and his murder at the Verdant Street apartment building.
Okay.
I should learn everything I can about the murder. Eileen says that Meadow... Ugh, I hate Homer. I have to find a way... It seems that Rachel doesn't trust people. I can't unlock...
Okay. Let's go and visit other places. Again? Should I? Let's try.
Hey, hey.
Hey,
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
No, I don't know who that is.
I don't want to show... Apparently somebody left this in my mailbox. Know any tea?
Huh. Nobody I know comes to mind. Secret admirer?
I don't know. I just hope it's somebody with good intentions. I'll let you get back.
All right.
Hey.
Not now, Rain.
Fine.
Okay.
Rows and rows of buried folks. Makes me think of Grandma. I'm glad I got a chance to reconnect with her a few years ago. Not a fan of mausoleums. Some bad shit went down last time I hung out in one of those. The King of Kings Catholic Church, established 1904. This place is smack dab in the middle of the city, huh? Not sure what that building is, but it looks related to the church.
It's funny that I went to Catholic school for 9 years, but I've only been to church once.
Looks like someone is having engine trouble. There's an open toolbox on the driver's seat.
Grab it.
Hey there. How's it going?
No time to chat, young lady. I gotta get this old bird up and running. You'll have to come back later.
Engine trouble? Can I help?
Maybe so. As long as you aren't a complete dimwit. See that toolbox?
Yeah, what about it?
It's real simple. I'll ask you for tools. You hand them over, one by one.
What the fuck, asshole? Why he talks like that? Is he in a hurry to touch some children or
No
something?
problem. Sounds easy enough.
Good. Just don't hand me the wrong thing. That would be an abject disaster.
I think I can handle it. I happen to know a thing or two about engines.
That's so. There should be smooth sailing then. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. What do you need?
Hand over the medium-sized wrench, will ya?
Yeah, but what is medium though?
Can you repeat that?
Medium wrench, not the rusty one. All right, now something to cut a wire and check the voltage. That's finished. What's next? Give me the regular pliers and then the big Phillips screwdriver.
What do you mean by regular? Is regular bigger than medium or regular smaller than medium? Oh. Maybe just generic plier.
No, no. Give me the regular pliers and then the big Phillips screw.
Oh, the big Phillips screwdriver.
Now I need the key set, the mini wrench, and the other big screwdriver, not the one you gave me before.
I don't know, is this a mini wrench?
Lord, son of a gun, that made me lose my train of thought.
Well, isn't...
Oh,
give me the
fuck
regular
you.
pliers and then the big... Now I need the key set, the mini wrench, and the other big screwdriver, not the one you gave me before.
How do I know which wrench is mini?
All right, good. We're done with that phase. Let's see here. Hand over the rusty wrench, something to bash with, and the small flat screwdriver.
Something to bash it? Okay.
I got a 6-inch bolt here.
Really?
real
6
oily
inch?
little thing. First, I need something to clean it with, and then a tool to grip it properly.
And the tool to grip it properly? I don't know. Can I use a wrench to fasten the bolt?
Hand me the other type of screwdriver. Same size as the last one you gave me. Also, I need a wrench 2 sizes smaller than the last fixed size wrench.
I don't know.
No, rats. Rusty wrench, something to bash with, and the small flat screwdriver.
Something to bash with a small flat screwdriver. Something to bash with a small flat screwdriver.
I got a 6-inch bolt here, a real... Let's have the other screwdriver, same size, and drop a couple of inches from the last fixed size wrench you gave me.
Oh, there's... okay. I couldn't read that.
Can you repeat that?
Let's have the other screwdriver.
A couple of inches, right? So it should be this one, right? A pair of inches, a couple of inches.
Can you repeat that?
Let's have the other screwdriver, same size, and drop a couple of inches from the last fixed size wrench you gave me. I think that did it. Hit the ignition, lass.
Okay, hang on.
Praise the Lord.
Good, I helped you.
I prefer to go by Kathy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I didn't quite catch that, young lady.
You misogynistic old fart.
Oh, never mind. Now I think I've deserved a little chat. You're Reverend Winters, right?
Indeed. Hugh Winters at your service. And who might you be?
The name is Rain, Kathy Rain. I'm a private investigator.
Oh, I see. Another one. Very well, ask your questions then.
So, the reason I really came here was to ask about the soothsayer.
Very well, go ahead.
Were you the one who found the murder victim?
His name was Ben. Remember that. And yes, I was. It was in the rectory, right here behind us.
Give me a second.
Do you mind if I have a look inside?
Yes, I mind. It's my home. But the police already ransacked the place, and we had the whole room refurbished for the reconsecration.
I understand. Can you walk me through what happened that night, then?
Well, I came back late, after traveling. The front door was unlocked, which is unusual, but not overly alarming. I entered and kept quiet in case Ben was asleep, but it didn't take long for me to notice that his bedroom door was wide open. That's when my eye caught the shadow of his hanging body. I ran up to the doorway and saw him on full display, and, well, I froze from shock. It was immediately clear that there was nothing I could do. He wasn't moving, he wasn't making a sound, and his face was blue. The world didn't make sense until I got my bearings. Took a small step and heard the cracks of broken glass under my shoe. I saw the mirror shards and I realized that he didn't do that to himself. Someone must have done it to him. I carefully backed out of the room, called the emergency services, and they arrived shortly thereafter.
Did you notice any other relevant details in the room?
No, like I said, I was in shock. My friend was dead, murdered. I needed to get the authorities there, and I had to go pray.
Understandable. Who do you think did this to Ben?
I don't know. But he had plans to meet someone that night. A lost soul, he said. I never inquired in detail, saw no need to ask more. Now I obviously wish I had.
Did Ben keep records of his meetings?
He did, but none were found, so I can only assume that the killer disposed of them.
Sounds likely. Was there anyone that he was seeing like this regularly?
I'm sure. I wouldn't know any specifics. I haven't been involved in that work lately.
I see. Thanks. What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Except for Ben, I don't know much about any of these murder victims.
If you don't mind me asking, what was Ben like as a person?
I'm glad you asked, because these days most people know him as Ben, the murder victim. Isn't it a tragedy how a man's life's work can be so utterly overshadowed by his final moments?
Tragic indeed. Perhaps you can help me get a more nuanced view?
I'll try. Ben was a good man, a good Christian, and he always managed to stay optimistic despite leading quite a difficult life.
Difficult how?
I shouldn't say. He wouldn't want me to share all of his secrets. But trust me, he carried great pain.
Fair enough. Did he have any immediate family?
No, and he never married. He had distant relatives out of state, but as far as I know, they were estranged.
Okay. Next of kin?
Never came into play. He had a written will and left everything to charity.
Got it. Thanks. What do you know about scrying mirrors?
This is very long.
Well, they're pagan instruments used for millennia. It would seem to me they have some ritualistic purpose for the soothsayer.
What makes you say that? Couldn't they just be a signature or a decoy even?
No, I was there. That room, it was a place of sacrifice. The view of my departed friend was a monstrous display. I shall never forget it.
Care to tell me about your church?
Well, the King of Kings is a Catholic church with roots nearly as old as the city itself. These days, we're a fairly small congregation, around 200 active parishioners.
I see. So, how long have you been a priest here?
Coming up on 30 years now.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
I suppose so, yes. But I've been nothing but content here until the murder, that is. Things will never be the same.
Yeah, I can imagine. Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Never heard of it.
Have you ever heard of a drug called Pyre?
I haven't, no. Why would you ask that?
You look like a person who will do that.
Drug tests have shown that the soothsayer victims had Pyre in their bloodstream when they were killed.
That's preposterous. Ben wouldn't go near anything like that. He didn't even drink coffee.
Covertly drugged then, maybe? Or coerced?
Something along those lines. The Ben I knew would never voluntarily abuse narcotics.
Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
I don't know.
Do you know the Club of Hearts?
It may come as a shock to you, but I'm not the clubbing type.
Does the name...
I'm afraid...
Okay.
All right, that's all.
Very well.
All right, looks like that's all I'll be able to learn about...
Oh, yeah, I need to talk to him and then...
I have...
By all...
I don't want to... 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 I don't want... I don't want to... I don't want to ask. Care to tell me about your church?
Well, the King of Kings is a Catholic church with roots nearly as old as the city itself. These days, we're a fairly small congregation, around 200 active parishioners.
I see. So, how long have you been a priest here?
Coming up on 30 years now.
Oh, wow, that's...
I suppose so, yes. But I...
Yeah. I don't want to ask him about that. Forgive my ignorance.
A rectory houses the living quarters for the serving pastor, me that is, and it also contains office space and guest rooms for other important members of the congregation.
You've got quite a...
I suppose...
I don't want to ask. I'm glad we managed to resuscitate your old bird, even though I rarely tinker with anything that has more than 2 wheels.
Heh, biker, born and bred, are ya? I used to drive a Zenkai in my younger days.
Oh, no shit. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask.
Okay.
All right, that's...
Very well.
Let's not get any... stained glass... Oh! So, that must be the wreck based on what the Reverend told me. This...
Oh, let's go then.
Nope, no entry. I guess either she hasn't got a phone or she's not in the phone book. Nope, no entry.
Oh, I can get into there now.
Rockport. Nah, I'm broke. And there's a bulky looking thing. Guess that's a necessity. Fast cash, huh? You know... Good selection. I'm partial to cacti myself.
Jesus Christ, why am I doing this?
If it wasn't for the... Oh god, that thing is hideous. Not a big...
Oh, let's go inside and talk to her. Maybe I can call it a day.
Oh, my lord.
My lord,
What?
you're a hippie.
Did I step in something nasty on my way here?
Have you attended to your root chakra lately?
Oh, fuck off.
I can't say I've been keeping tabs on that one.
Oh, you're such a treasure. Oh, how do I put this? Your root chakra is dog shit. It's a really crappy chakra. If I was a doctor and we were talking about your knee or shoulder, I would suggest just cutting it off. Just cut it right off. It's that bad.
I kind of like her now.
Tell me how you really feel.
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. My chakras are in balance, from my toes all the way to the top of my noggin.
That's just peachy. Look, Eileen told you I was coming, right?
Oh, you're her! Oh, that's marvelous! Oh, wow. Okay.
What the heck is going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't have such blatant discord in my home. Take this pendant, love. I need a single photograph of you wearing it. Lotus position. Find a place in nature touched by fire, earth, and wind.
I have no idea what you just said.
That's funny. See you later.
What a weirdo. If I want her help, I guess I need to find a spot to take that photo. Fire, earth, wind. Apparently this oddball, supposedly if I'm in the right, for the chakra photo that
Your chakra still stinks, love.
your request is pretty fucking cryptic, you know?
But it's so simple, even a child could do it. Just find a place in nature associated with the elements fire, earth, and wind. Are you with me so far?
I guess.
Gosh, no, you better avoid that. Your sacral chakra is about to...
Well, fine.
Then you put on the pendant and take a picture of your...
All right, then.
I have...
No.
Oh. The hill?
I already...
Can I take a picture now? There you go.
I've got earth and fire present here, but I didn't quite catch the wind.
Fire, earth, wind. Okay. Next week. Can I? Up here?
I think I'll save. Not here.
Where?
God, I wish my. Not here. I think I'll. Nah.
Where am I supposed to go?
That was
Why couldn't I do that?
my Oh, I'm all about starting. What am I even?
Oh, I need to start a fire here.
Let's keep things. Sure, Meadow wanted a photo of a place touched by fire, but finding a spot on the ground with traces of. I already looked here. Not the worst idea. Some aspect of fire needs to be featured in the photo. I think Meadow wanted the place it's. I call her Judy, the most. I've got earth and fire present here.
How do I get a win?
A bright red roll of tape that E. My trusty makeup.
There you go. Oh, I don't like this.
That should be it. I better get this back to Meadow.
Enter! Wow, look at you! You're positively glowing!
Thanks, I guess. I took that picture you wanted.
Oh, that's okay. I can see that your chakra is well taken care of. Oh, aren't you supposed to have scars, though?
Scars? What are you on about? I've got plenty of emotional ones, if that counts.
Oh, never mind. I must be confusing you with someone else. Have a seat, love.
What do you know about the soothsayer?
Quite the enigma, aren't they? A soothsayer is a seer, a pursuer of wisdom. An obsessive search for truth often leads down a dark and twisted path. Perhaps that is what happened to our killer?
So do you think the soothsayer is legit? The business with the mirrors isn't just for show?
Oh, I'm just a silly Wicca. But wouldn't it be goofy to go through all of that trouble just to make everyone think there's something they're not?
Yeah, I guess. What do you know about Deborah Sinclair, the latest soothsayer victim?
I don't stay up to date on murders and stuff like that. No offense.
So, Eileen tells me you know a thing or two about scrying mirrors?
You could say that. I am a practicing clairvoyant. What do you want to know?
What can a scrying mirror be used for?
A scrying mirror is a powerful artifact that can be used to channel the astral realm, perform divination, and even commune with spirits.
Ah, can you walk me through your scrying process?
Sure. First off, the room should be dimly lit, preferably by candlelight. I like to use sage smoke to cleanse the air, and then I establish a protective circle to keep any negative energies at bay. I gently place the mirror in a steady position where I can look into it without using my hands. I make sure that the surface is clean and polished. I sit down, relax, calm my thoughts, and close my eyes. I visualize my intent, the knowledge I seek. When I'm ready, I open my eyes and gaze through, not into, the mirror.
I see. And this is when you're supposed to get the visions?
With some patience, yes. The scrying is not always successful, mind you. Spirits are a fickle bunch.
Why is obsidian used in traditional scrying mirrors?
Because of its rich mystical potency, of course. Obsidian is strongly grounded in the astral plane, which makes it ideal not only as a vessel for divination, but also for protecting the scryer and cleansing any negative energies.
So it's pretty much spiritual duct tape?
Spot on, sister.
Where can I get a scrying mirror?
You're in luck. I have a spare one right here. Someone I don't like left it after a botched divination, so I'm totally fine with giving it to you and pretending I never saw it.
Sure. Thanks.
Oh, and just so you know, this is just made of painted glass. All serious practitioners use obsidian mirrors.
I'll try to keep my expectations in check. Can we do a scrying session together?
Sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ, $250
per session.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
No churches for me. Certified heathen over here.
Huh. We should form a club. Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
No, not a motel.
Have you heard of...
Nope. Good old shrooms are my kind of high.
Huh, I can see that. Not a fan of psychedelics myself. This gal's got a truckload of emotional baggage. Way too much fuel for bad trips. Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
Of course. She's the one and only queen of the Club of Hearts.
Yeah? Are you two friendly?
Oh no, I'm just a mere patron at her club. I would be surprised if she knew I existed.
I see on this poster of yours that you're familiar with the Club of Hearts.
Yep. It's one of my favorite spots in the city.
Yeah? What's so great about it?
Oh, everything. The vibe, the poetry, the people.
Sounds interesting. I'm planning to check the place out tomorrow.
Oh, that's super neat. I'm sure it'll do wonders for your chakras. They're still pretty crappy, you know.
Ah, yeah. I bet they are. I don't want to ask her about that.
Okay.
I see on this poster of yours that you're familiar with the Club of Heart.
Yep. It's one of my favorite spots in the city.
So everything converges around the
Yeah?
this Club of Hearts.
What's so great about it?
Oh, everything. The vibe, the poetry, the people.
Sounds interesting. I'm planning to check the place out tomorrow.
Oh, that's super neat. I'm sure it'll do wonders for your chakras. They're still pretty crappy, you know.
Ah, yeah. I bet they are.
I bet they are.
What's that glow?
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. It's just yellow cake.
This incense here is, pungent.
Thanks. Do you want to know the secret?
Sure.
Smelling salts.
Uh-huh. Nice dream catcher.
Thanks, love. I made them myself.
Okay, I'm done with this for now.
Time for me to go.
Bye now.
I'll save and I'll call it a day. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for talking to me, everything. I wanna rate someone. Thanks for watching my stream. See you all next time. Bye bye. Let me wait Bart for a second. Oh, let me close the recording too. Where's Bart? See you all next time. Bye bye.